35, not 233.
Well,
234.
when we get that far, I'll tell you.
Then put a can of Eagle in small bowl.
Yeah, Eagle brand
Okay.
shrimp
So can I put that in the small bowl right now?
right now. And
All
here's your
right.
spatula.
Start that. Do you want to?
See that? I had to cook that for about an hour and a half.
This can?
Yes.
You cook the can before you open it?
You have to, yeah.
That's not on the instructions.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll have to put it on there, won't we? Yeah, you sweeten condensed.
Sweetened condensed Eagle
Yeah,
brand
because they have
sweetened
right sitting
condensed.
next to it. I
There's
said to
regular
Bert-
condensed
I
milk.
told Berto last week, I said, look at this. I said, they should not be sitting next to each other. Because some
Okay.
older person goes there, thinks she's getting, it looks like the same kind of can. That one's nothing but can milk.
Okay, so you get this can of Eagle sweetened condensed milk, this
Yeah.
size, and you put it in a pan of boiling water.
Yeah. Put it in a pan and cover it with water, and then you bring it to the heat. And so it just kind of, it's hot. That water is terrible hot, but it's not boiling. And
Okay,
you
so just short of boiling.
Yeah,
So
just
you let
have it-
that, so 180
Whatever.
to 200 degrees for how long?
Well, I would say it could take you 2 hours.
Okay, so you really let this sit there and stew.
Yeah. And just
Okay.
add a little more water to it because way now.
Yeah, you don't want to let the water boil away.
No, put a
Okay.
little more water.
How
on
do
it.
you know that it's done?
Because you won't know until
All
you
right,
open it
Did you
up.
get this documented?
Yes.
Okay. It's sticky.
Yes, it is, but hey, be glad because that's going to make wonderful caramel.
I've never, this is so different than what I thought this was gonna be.
For the notice, I
Yeah.
said you first you put the.
So you want me to use this like a
That's
rinse
right.
for the can to get
Yes.
every last
Yes.
bit of caramely goodness
See,
out
you're
of here.
doing your good job, Tim. Good job. I so want it to turn out good for you.
Well, so how long have you been making this, these caramels?
Over at Broadwood, I used to make them and put them in the garage, and I always had to put them in something metal can.
Yeah.
Like I bring my Chex Mix with.
Yes.
Oh, that's something I forgot to bring. I had some Chex Mix. I was gonna
Oh my,
Not gonna
Lanta.
worry about that for the moment. All right, so 2 cups of sugar and 1.5 cups of white
Yeah.
syrup.
So
So this 2 cups of sugar has been
Exactly 2
pre-measured.
cups, right.
And I can dump that into here.
And you get your cup and a half of the white Caro.
Okay. A light corn syrup.
Got the hiccups?
Yeah, well,
Or
for breakfast I made myself a piece of my regular toast, Lewis bread. I like Lewis bread because I can buy a half a loaf at a time.
oh well,
Don't
that's
go to waste.
yeah,
Everybody
but
say you have to stir it really well before you get any heat under it.
okay.
So that you have a homogenized product of
It's-
sugar and
it wants,
syrup.
the sugar wants to stick.
So you use this spoon for that?
Yeah, just that's got to be something wooden because you can
Okay.
get it very hot.
Gotcha.
I look forward to this. I'm so happy that the day everything worked out. I had visions of waking up and glare ice or
So what's everything that's in there right now?
It's just sugar. It's 2 cups of sugar and 1.5 cups of light corn syrup.
Okay.
You adjust that heat to where you think it needs to be.
you know. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, I think right now till you get it, till we're sure it's all dissolved.
And just stir, 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 huh? The whole time, right?
Yeah, and stir it and get it dissolved. And then sometimes, if it works really well, as far as the temperature climbing fast, you'll be able to tell that right away. If it's just lollygagging around.
Okay.
I'm thinking then you're able to leave it alone, go away if you had to walk away to take care of something, and let it sit and cook. You wouldn't have to stir it. The stirring is the hardest part because once you get that Eagle brand in there, and I shouldn't keep calling it Eagle brand.
Well, that's
This
what
here,
it is,
Tim,
isn't it?
but you can buy, this here is not Eagle brand, this is what
Oh,
Sure finds or whatever.
Yum. It's better.
It never set that good, and it turned out good caramels. But toward the end there, then I just didn't. It would not sit on the glass top. I've tried it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that flat glass top thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so that would never sit on that.
And that's what I said. So I'm screwed. I can't do nothing, you know. I mean, I have the pan, I have the memory, I know what I have to. I got the recipe, and it just didn't work out.
You're at 225, okay.
Yep.
Well, that's a good sign. You're doing something right.
Smells good.
It'll smell better.
It's gonna smell better
Yeah,
once we get the
cream and the
Ooh.
butter and all that good stuff.
good stuff.
25. There's, oh, there we go. That's the,
We could have, probably could have cut the stick and a half of butter. Yeah, stick and a half of butter.
stick and a
And
half.
have it over here, have it opened up so that we,
It would be helpful if it was softened,
well,
because I can actually melt it in a cup and then just dump the
no.
cup. You don't want
It
that?
melts so fast in here.
How many sticks of butter was that? 2?
1.5.
1.5.
Yep.
1.5.
Yeah,
This butter is chilling it now, so.
that's okay. It's also melting.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Won't take long.
It's keeping it moving
That's right.
to keep that butter melting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's dropped, the temperature now is, it's about 235 right now. Okay, I'm gonna take this one and dump it in.
That's right.
All right.
Get it all in, but it'll leak quite a little out after.
Now the temperature's gonna drop
That's okay.
again,
Yeah.
because now I've really brought the temp down.
This, I don't know. You couldn't have it any easier. I would get that other creamer in it right away.
The other pint?
The other half.
Oh, okay, that's a half pint, isn't
Yes,
it?
right.
Yeah,
They were
okay.
on sale.
That's right.
Whatever.
Yep.
So otherwise, I could have. Bird says, if you want just the one big one, I said no, because I've always used this little half pints. And
How many caramels will this?
it's supposed to make 72.
Woo.
But see, you have to figure out how to cut the pan. It's a 9x13 pan. I hope I've got that because that's the only thing I didn't bring.
Well, so this goes into a baking pan, like
And a 9x13 pan, like
a
you brought-
glass one?
A glass or any.
Yeah, we got glass, and we got, I think we've got a metal one too.
Oh, you might have to hammer on it a little bit, so I don't think I'd want the glass.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
What, is
Well,
it
To get it
that
out?
hard?
oh, it sticks, even though
Oh,
it's been well
okay.
buttered. Trust
Okay.
me, you'll say, well, we buttered that good. Why is it sticky?
What about a cookie sheet?
No, because you have to have it in this 9x13 so you can cut and get these nice squares.
It needs to be thicker than a cookie sheet, essentially.
The trick of the heat, we'll be able to get it just so when it's doing its final cooking, but
Okay.
also this is going to foam, and we can't do anything about it. It's going to have to foam until it's time to.
Till
You
it's
gotta,
done
really
foaming?
gotta
What
keep
does
it
it say
stirring here,
there?
because otherwise this
When
would,
are we supposed to put the other?
234.
234. Okay.
Yes.
And that's when we will put the. Then we take a cup of the hot stuff and put it in the bowl with that there, and you just stir it around, that hot stuff, and that
Oh.
will thin that out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's why I got just that much in that kind of a bowl, because it will hold a cup of hot stuff. Like that. Lets you just be in on the fun, I guess.
Right. It is fun. So I feel like you didn't actually answer the question, how long have you been, like, it's always been around. Caramels have always been around since I've been around.
Oh, well, like I said,
Broadhead.
yeah, I'm sure I made them out on E.
Do you know, like, where this recipe came from?
I don't, to be right honest with you, I don't. I don't know where I got that recipe.
It's just always been there.
In a book, or
Yeah.
that don't help when I got my
Okay.
water there away. Yeah, your sink.
And my temp is still sitting at 220.
Yeah.
This is the sweetened condensed milk that was
boiled.
put in the can, left in the can, and boiled, or not quite boiled, but
Almost.
cooked in water. You put the can of milk in hot water for about 2 hours.
Okay.
Probably 180 degree, 190 degree water, something like that.
And
I think we should mention that it tells you on the can not to heat it in the can.
But we do it
I have for,
Well, moving very slowly, and since I stopped stirring it, it's now went from 220 to about 222.
all right.
But you don't want to increase that heat at all, right? You're
well, you can, but then you have to stir real good and be, you know, try it. If you want to try the heat, and then all you can do is turn it up and then turn it back if you think that it's starting to stick or something in the bottom.
I'll just put
You'll know
a
what.
little more heat on there.
Feel what it's like. Is it then sticking? Scrape, you gotta be scraping the bottom.
Well, I am.
You can't just
scraping
scrape the sides because if it's sticking, starts to stick, you'll know it on the bottom.
Yeah,
You'll
I don't-
feel it.
I'm not to 230 yet. I'm about 227.
Okay, stir, put back in the pan. The hot syrup, bring back to the boil. Cook over your heat until it reaches 230. It can, but I think that's what I should have had is 235. After that goes in, it takes a lot of cooking, you know, before it's ready to pour in the pan.
Okay.
That's all I know. And I look at my original recipe too, but it's gonna have to be by guess and by gosh. Once you've got everything in there and you know that at least it's gotta reach that 230 and then some. You'll be able to tell, it's gonna be plop, 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 and it'll bubble, the whole thing will pop. You could get some slop pop to your face.
Key part, I'm going to dump this in.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just fine and could get it all cleaned out and
Okay.
miss any. It's gonna be
This takes a while.
It's going to be a long while, and like that's why I got tired of cooking because it got so I didn't stir it, or didn't keep stirring it. But then you have to watch it because it only takes a minute to scorch it, and then you won't want it. The scorching, it just tastes terrible because you can taste it in there. This is where, when it starts to get full up, you have to shut it down and find the right temperature there to keep it at that level so it don't boil over, but at its boiling,
Okay.
so get it to cooking. And then as it gets thicker, then
Did it pop on you?
Yeah, a little
it'll
bit.
go down, and then you won't have to worry about it over cooking anymore. I don't know. It's really, look at that, that's almost ready. It won't be long.
Well, that's going to be a lot less than an hour.
Yes, it is.
That's a tablespoon of vanilla.
We've
Just
removed it from
scoot
heat.
forward a little bit. There we go. I can get in here now. I'm in.
I'm buttering this pan where we're gonna put the caramels.
I don't know how you did this on your own. There's 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Because I'm just so used to it.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of us here are... You want to take that spoon?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good, but I can't tell. You know what I mean?
You want to hold it at this temp now for a while?
I would stir it, and you have to really stir it or it'll scorch.
Yeah, I'm stirring like
I know
crazy.
you are. I'm
And
just
there's
wondering-
not much heat underneath
It seems to
there.
me that it's while it's thicker, it was thicker when it was cooking, you know,
Yeah.
than what it is now since it's top. But I also know that, I think that's what it's supposed to say, it's 240 for a final.
Oh, okay. Well, when it hit that, but
Yeah.
do you want to keep it at 240?
Well, well, it ain't gonna go any harder. I'm afraid the more we cook it, the more it might scorch.
Well, you just tell me.
Pour it out. If we have to, we can put it back in there again.
Pour it out into the pan?
Yeah. Sometimes we have a sturdier one. I think it smells pretty freaking good.
It smells, yeah, it smells delicious.
You get every ounce out of that thing, and hard. It says close your teeth together, as if you were biting down.
Yeah, now this is for replacing a filling,
Okay.
but to secure loose crowns,
Okay.
caps, or inlays. Try the
the
inlay
crown.
first, see if you can accurately back on the tooth, okay? And then, carefully rinse the tooth and the inside of the crown. Do not dry it. Actually, see that, we probably did it wrong. And Timothy McVeigh was executed in June of 2001.
Okay.
And it was on the day, because me and Rick and Steve and Dad made our last trip up north together.
Okay.
And so 2001, that would have been, he would have been 80, actually about 78, something like that. So we made that trip up there, and we're in Steve's van, rolling along, and Rick pulls out
Oh no.
the Bitto honeys.
Sorry.
All of a sudden Dad goes, "Oh, what happened?" Oh, I can't remember. It was either a crown came off, or filling came out, or a tooth broke, or something. So now here we are. We've got to find a dentist.
You found one right there in Lake Nebagaman.
Yeah, I can't remember where
Dr.
it was.
Lawler.
Yeah. So we got him into a dentist and got him fixed up, and then we were good. But that was the first thing we had to do.
That's
is
right.
we got to find a
Yeah.
dentist.
This is not the first thing. I mean, I'm counting on getting to Chick-fil-A. If I have to take that thing out and eat with it out. Well,
so
I
yeah.
didn't really get enough to taste it, to tell you the truth, because I put it in here and I just was
You were-
gonna get it off of there.
Yeah.
And because it was on an end, but it was hard. It was already hardened. And so, first thing you know, what I was tasting in my mouth was something I had tasted once before, when my fake tooth came off.
So you
So-
tasted a tooth, not
Yeah,
not caramel.
all right. And it's my crown, my $900 crown.
In your hand.
Yeah, right there, sticking on the end of the spoon.
Yes.
It's stuck on the end of the spoon. I thought, I didn't need to ask what the hell it is, because there it was, right there, for all the world to see. My expensive tooth.
But we have a temporary fix.
Yes, we have a man here that I know, if he can fix my kettle so we can use it again. It hasn't been used for several, and it's okay, I should put my feet in. I keep moving here, so
It's okay.
I don't sit in the same spot. Okay,
So yes, he
and so, thank God we had somebody here that knew what to do. Even though he isn't a dentist, he did have some stuff on hand that we could use to temporarily fix it so I don't have to look like a goof. But I know I can't eat with it, and that's gonna kill me.
Well-
Because I came here thinking I'm going to Chick-fil-A.
Well, it's not like
Teflon, it would have come out easy.
sure.
No, but
This still looks good,
I want
though,
so
right?
bad I want you to test it.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
this?
What's your verdict on them, Grandma?
They're awesome. I think they're exactly like the ones we have every year. She's filming everything. Okay, good. Because that's all, you're gonna have to know how to do this
Yeah.
when I'm gone,
Well.
dead and buried.
Okay. Well.
I don't know what to do with that.
Mm.